Oh, that was sweet.
It's the best cast we've got.
So what's the trick?
Well, there's just several things that I'm doing here. So one, my leader's got to be slightly shorter. If I'm using with any regularity, my leader needs to be slightly shorter than the rod is long.
Okay.
Because I want that knot out of the tip top.
Got it.
Right? I don't want the weight of the fish having to pull that knot out of there. So generally, this is just a little bit longer than I would normally use. My setup position is here. I don't bend the rod by pulling, I bend the rod by extending.
That's great. Okay, so you're extending your rod to the right.
Yeah, I'm extending. So that's what's creating the bend, not the pull.
Got it.
But the extension.
Got it. All right.
Yeah, I think there's one up there along that rock there. Now here's the key though, when I'm in the trees, the key to getting it back is to keep the rod tip pointing straight up river.
Okay.
The fly always comes back to me that way. As soon as I lift my rod tip, it pulls it away from me.
Good stuff. Those are
Dude, that was in there deep.
perfect casts.
But I gotta tell you, I was impressed with your skip cast. That's a good one. This just allows me to gain a little deeper intimacy. And actually, we've learned how to like hook the fish, play it, and land it without the rod ever coming out of the water.
Nice.
Right? The whole action is underneath. The deeper into the trees you can penetrate, the bigger the fish is going to get.
Nice. Thank you
They're
for
very
that.
shade, you know, because we have a lot of osprey in this canyon during the nesting season, and that's where we are right now. Everybody's here nesting, and so they feed a lot of trout. I mean, those trout are just getting hammered by those. So it's really driven the fish deeper under the structure.
Right, survival rate, right, or survival
It's a higher
instinct.
survival rate. You know, and so it's funny because the railroad will put like they'll build platforms for them to keep them off of the trestle.
Yeah.
Well, then they'll use the platform that they built for them, but they'll also use the one that they didn't want originally.
Good
You
stuff.
know, so they've doubled the nesting capacity.
Thank you for the lesson, David. Appreciate it.
Love the bow and arrow.